All right, we are live. What's up, Alpha Strikers? This is Professor Erks and his Cerebros. Welcome to
What's
the
up, guys?
show. We have Brandon, of course, as you guys all know. Here he is.
Hi, Alpha Strikers.
And then we also have a new patron joiner in the Cere-Bros show. This is George from our local venue.
Hello.
He will have a few seconds delay, so sorry about that, guys, but he will be here. We will have Pedro on later. I haven't heard from Mike, so I'm not sure if he is going to make it this evening. But if I hear from him, we will know.
All right.
So, wow, guys, it feels like it's been a while since you've been here, right? I don't know. 2 weeks just feels like an eternity these days, and I'm just not quite used to it yet. So let me.
Well, for me, these past 2 weeks went by kind of quick.
Really? It might just be me. I don't know. Make sure I get my chat here going. Okay, so how do we start the show off? First and foremost, Patreon, guys. If you guys want to be here on the Alpha Strike Cerebro show, hang out with myself, Mike Nito, and all the bros who have, chipped in a little bit of money to help out the channel. It all is $3 a month. You get 2 guaranteed shows per month, as long as we have the time and scheduling around it. Mostly on Saturdays. If it doesn't work for you, we might be able to work something out and get you on. So just check out our Patreon page, if you can. If not, just always like, comment, subscribe to our channel. Check us out. George will say do it all day long. So, yeah. And that's super nice of George.
It's $3 a month.
It's well worth it.
Hang out with
even
us
without being on the show, it's $3 is worth it.
We will say every bit of our patron money goes to making the channel bigger and better going forward. It goes into tech for the show, goes into new filming materials, that kind of stuff. So appreciate your help, guys. If not, we always love you here on the show. So,
or for an added bonus for an extra $3 more, if you do the $6 one, you get an awesome Alpha Strike T-shirt.
Yes, T-shirts. We have XL, double XL, and I believe medium? No, large, XL, double XL. Those as we have. Okay, well, now the intro's out of the way, and we talk about Patreon a little bit. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. It is Wonder Woman Day. It is literally June 3rd. Woo! National Wonder Woman Day. And so we're going to take a time to talk about our favorite Wonder Woman figures in the game of Heroclix, and then also our favorite female superhero, and build a team around them. And we're also going to be going around and just talking about other stuff too. We'll have questions from the live feed when you guys join our show. So make sure you guys put your questions in the live feed. We'll get to them as you go. Please put a giant question right there, and then your question, of course, and I'll try and grab it and save it for the end of the show. So first thing we always do is our week in Heroclix. I'll start this week. So
Sure.
Last couple weeks in Heroclix, I missed last Wednesday because I had to work, so I judged. A lot of fun to watch and see what happened. But the week before that, we did a 400-point villain theme team. So I built a Batman enemy theme team, which wasn't a theme team because have you seen the keywords on those guys? It's insane. They all have either Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, Arkham Asylum. They just never match up quite the way I want.
Justice Gang and
yeah, seriously. But my team was pretty cool. I played the Flash Harley Quinn, the one with Jake Williams on the sculpt that I wanted to play one last time before she retired. I played the super rare Riddler, who, my gosh, is still crazy good with that present can't use thing. That's just rude.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Prime Poison Ivy from World's Finest, who's still super great. And then I had Bane, because I've never played him. I have the sketch one. I really want to just paint him. I don't like just the white dude with the... I don't know. It seems boring. He's got the mask painted on or something. And then, what else did I play? There's one more figure on that team, I think. Maybe that was all. No, Penguin. I played Super Rare Penguin too, just to keep on pumping out them Penguin Pogs. I scared every opponent with my Pulse Wave Penguins. They're like, get away, get away. And I learned, guys, if you're going to play Penguin, just keep him in stealth and just keep pushing him every turn, making Penguins until he hits Pulse Wave status. Not Pulse Wave status, Willpower status, because on click 3 and 4, he has Willpower. So you just keep going and going and going and just all of the things. So, yeah, that was my team. I also played a patron game with Fuzzy Wumple. He hasn't been able to be on lately. He's been kind of busy. So instead, I offered him a game of Heroclix over the internet on this program called like Heroclix Online. I guess it's a little like Java program where you can like play Heroclix online with people. It's a lot of fun. It's super easy to get. I know there's a link on HG Realm somewhere. I just don't have it with me at this moment. But if I can get Mike to get a link to it in the description box later, I will have him do that. Brandon, how did you do?
So I haven't played a lot of clicks in the past couple of weeks like I normally do, but I shared this on Monday on the normal what like your week in HeroClix is that we or how you did this week in HeroClix or what you played this week on Facebook. So like at our venue we had a 300-point modern no restrictions. So I use this as like a last opportunity to get Pandora's box in there in a modern game. I played Killing Joke, so I played like a variation of the Mike Nito team. I call it the Mike Nito team with Killing Joker, Unkillable Joker. I did Shifting Focus Deadpools with Eclipso possessing him so I can get the Reducer and just shed all that Mastermind glory onto him. It's nasty. And then a Joker Thug in case, you know, I went up against a Pulse Wave and they got a single target off, or I went up against a Nick Fury, which just beasted me. Oh my gosh, that Nick Fury is nasty.
Yeah, he'll be good for a while.
Oh man, and that team is just it's just like can't use Mastermind and can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
So he played a theme team. He won map, and I just couldn't do anything. But my team went 2-1 though. So outside of the Nick Fury team, he's the only one that could really bust that team up pretty bad. Still a solid team. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I call that the Mike Nito team because it's Unkillable Joker and Shifting Focus Deadpool combo.
It's a really good combo. Oh man.
Ew.
What was it? Unkillable Joker or was it Killing Joker?
I did both.
You did both? Okay.
Yeah. I played both. One to tie them up. Like I just couldn't get Unkillable Joker to base freaking Nick Fury. That was my goal. Like I just need to get up there and get next to him so I can get my team up there. But he'd had Fitz awesome. Just a TK him away. He's like, nope, you're not getting next to him.
All right, George, what did you play?
Well, like what we did Wednesday or 2 weeks ago.
You can do both,
man.
Well, regrettably, I don't remember what I
played. 2 weeks, so.
Yeah. Well, regrettably, I don't remember what villain team I played from, say, but the week before. And I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain as you guys are talking, going, nope, remember. But this past Wednesday, we had to play some figures from the new set, the Avengers Defenders War. So I went with the Marvelous Knight theme, and I decided to try out the Fast Forces Iron Fist, worth the 75 points. And then I went with the Shifting Focus Punisher for 50, Shifting Focus Elektra for 50, Black Widow for the rare Black Widow, because she has the Marvel Knights keyword, for 50. And then to sweeten everything off for 75 points, I played the Man Without Fear.
Nice.
That was a fun team to play. He's actually worth the 75 points of that Indom. You know, keep him in hindering, automatic 6-square hypersonic. If you finish in hindering, you don't have to take that unavoidable damage. But if you don't, you know, oh great, at the end of your turn, heal He was ridiculously good for his 75 points, so I enjoyed playing him. I was able to get that Bazooka Joe Punisher, that ability off once against one of my opponents, but it was worth it. 4 damage to a Captain America, and then 3 more to a Wasp. And let's see, the Fast Forces Iron Fist, he's a good one for 75 points.
Yeah, did work for you. All right.
Yeah, he did. He did.
All right, so we're just a few minutes away from having Pedro join in. We'll take another second here. What do you guys think of the What If previews so far?
The what? The what?
The most recent What If previews. Just like between the Super King Goblin and the Cosmic Spider-Man and
what if Green Goblin stole the Infinity Gauntlet? That thing is nuts. That is worth every point, every bit of 275 points.
Dude, even just the 175 is ridiculous.
Gosh, dude, he is nuts. That Cosmic Spider looks really cool.
I haven't seen the Cosmic Spider-Man.
Hey, so George, did you ever see the other one, the old school one from Web of Spider-Man?
No.
So what he does, or what that one does, is he's able to basically shoot through blocking terrain and not destroy it as he draws line through it. So what people would do with him back in the old days is they would basically grab like a big giant block of blocking terrain. He would shoot one square in the middle of it somewhere, blow up that one piece. He then had, I think, it was flying. Yeah, in an outdoor map. You fly into the middle of that and sit in that blocking terrain and just shoot out of it because he'd shoot out of blocking with Pensai, like 11, 12 attack, or whatever.
What?
Yeah, that was a thing. He's like 300 and something points.
No.
It's not something that ever happened in competitive, but that just seems
319 points.
Yeah.
His stats, even now, would still hold up against most of what's played. Because I'm double cheating, using someone else's phone to get on Realms. Starting off with that Cosmic Spider-Man set, 14 hypersonic, 12 attack with TK, 19 invuln, 4 damage.
Yep.
And I even read what his traits are. He's Spider-Man and Power Cosmic.
Isn't he like 11 clicks deep?
Yeah, he's almost a full dial.
Actually, he KOs on 9.
Oh, really? So it's shorter than I thought.
Nope, he KOs on 9. Let's see. His trait, Univision. Cosmic Spider-Man's line of fire is never blocked.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Never blocked. That is gross. Psychic Webbing. Cosmic Spider-Man can use Incapacitate. If he hits, he can use Telekinesis option 1 as a free action, targeting one of the characters hit by Incapacitate. And his lovely damage ability. Enigma Force Blast. Cosmic Spider-Man can use Force Blast. If he does so, he can then use Range Combat Expert as a free action targeting the same character. No.
No, right? I know. So the new one's not nearly that busted, but he has 3-point lines, 275, 175, and 75 points, just like the Goblin King has. And he has improved targeting through hindering, elevated, and blocking terrain, and breaks it as he draws lines through it. So, yeah. For 75 points, he does have Peter Parker real name, so you can call him in with an ID card and just shoot straight through.
Yeah, through anything, pretty much.
Those green lanterns that make the barrier. He's like, ha! You guys are funny.
He'll be good. He'll be good. I mean, he's costly though, but yeah. Is that call-in still gonna be modern?
Yep, the Spider-Man ID card is staying modern because it's a convention exclusive.
At least I can trust Erks to be on top of the ID card modern games.
Oh yeah, just ask me.
Yeah.
Believe me, I am so sad to see like literally 3/4 of my Marvel collection just go. Saddens me so. I'm like, thank you guys for keeping Nick Fury in. That means Black Panther's card gets to be played, so I'm gonna play that one some more. But
Now there's
yeah.
so many different Black Panthers to choose from, so
Mhm.
have fun.
Exactly.
Pick a Panther, any Panther.
Oh yeah.
And George, your camera is like frozen on your face. I think a little bit.
Sorry.
It
Anything
should be,
else?
Yep.
Cool. Sorry for the delay.
Pedro should be getting an invite soon. Hopefully he can get in. Here's hoping. We all hope you're having a good evening. Thank you for watching, all you guys.
Have any of y'all seen the movie yet? Have you seen Wonder Woman?
No, I haven't seen it. No spoilers.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow night with a buddy of mine. We're gonna go and, because Sundays at the theater around here is like slow. So hopefully, now that school's out, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I could say this: it's the best DCEU movie yet.
That is what I have heard.
By leaps and bounds.
Better than Suicide Squad?
Huh? Yeah.
Better
way
than
better
Suicide Squad? Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I can't wait.
Yeah, it's worth seeing. It's I mean, for me, it's their first movie that's like really worth your money to actually like see it in theaters and possibly buy it after.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I haven't bought Batman versus Superman. I haven't bought me Suicide Squad yet. I've been wanting to just because I like Harley. So
I enjoy Suicide Squad. I think the movie has pacing issues, but I enjoy the story.
Hey,
Pedro, man.
there
Hey,
he
I'm
is.
sorry, man. What a day.
Oh, it's okay, man. We're just happy to have you.
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah,
you're here. That's all that matters.
Yep, I changed my computers, which was supposed to be for a better one, but this one is giving me a lot of headaches. So, but I got it. I won for the moment. Sorry, I'm gonna stay quiet. I interrupted.
Okay, so Pedro, you just jumped into the main topics. Did you get the email I sent?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it's Wonder Woman Day, and so we have each gone through and have picked our favorite Wonder Woman from all of Heroclix, and we're going to be sharing those now. Who would like to go first?
Oh, I'll go first. I don't mind.
Brandon, do you want to go first?
So, wait. I'm going to get back to my page. I had it. So my favorite Wonder Woman, I had to go a little old school because she had come out way before I had started playing. But these are like some of the first chases I collected just because I didn't know. I would say I wasn't an informed buyer when I first started playing the game. I don't think many new players are sometimes. I'm hoping a lot of new players get better with that. So I bought a few chases. I didn't know like what was modern, what was not modern. So obviously this wasn't modern at the time. But this is the White Lantern Corps Wonder Woman. So this
White
is the chase.
Lantern, huh?
Yeah, this is a chase from DC 75th anniversary, where they had like White Lantern, like Justice League characters. There's like a White Lantern Superman in there, White Lantern Green Lantern.
Sure.
Awesome piece though. Nice TK in there. Charge, 12 attack, 8 range, 18 defense with Envolm. She KO'd on click 11, so she's 10 clicks deep. And then you could also like roll a dice after she charges and have a chance to heal. And then she gets regeneration on a stop click. So, she was definitely a solid piece back in the day. She got hypersonic later on. Her regen would only regen up to hypersonic. So you kind of guaranteeing yourself hypersonic speed. And it was, well, I think that's changing with new rules, but it's, you could stop every time. So if you healed past your stop click, you got hit, you would stop on your stop click. Yeah, it wasn't like the once per game stop click. Like I know a lot of the older stuff you would see like once per game when turning the dial due to taking enemy damage. Stop. This one was just stop click, and then you could always, stop on it.
Nice.
But solid character is more like a nostalgic kind of Wonder Woman for me, because she was probably my very first Wonder Woman that I ever had to play.
Cool.
All right. Pedro, are you ready with yours?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with one that was one of my first as well. I didn't like Brandon, didn't know much about it. I've started much sooner, unfortunately. But this I love everything she does. Which is the Red Sun Wonder Woman. I think she's good at 165. She's good at 125. The protection is great. It scales with her and the team. She has good stats. She has a stop click. It's old school stop, but can be pulse wave if I recall correctly. But it's still very cool. I like her very much. The design is great. Of course, it's the Red Sun series, and I see a lot of people criticizing the lack of keyword, but I think it's on purpose, because if she could meld very well and get ATAs and stuff with other teams, she would be too OP. But I like her for everything. I like the sculpt. I like the balance power. I like the proposition. So it's not only because it's a good meta piece, but obviously because the whole package for me. And one was one of my few ones, and I didn't know what I had in my hands until I knew more about the game and found out I had a cool one. So I was sitting in gold and didn't know about it.
Right on.
She's solid though.
She is great, dude. That Red Sun, I wanted one so badly.
That's just a crazy stop click. You ain't doing no damage no more. Must regenerate.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
But I mean, 165 points. You can't go wrong with 19 defense or invincible.
Yeah.
With
exactly. Carry Foggy Nelson, and she might still see game next time.
Oh my gosh! Right. Seriously. Phone vibrate. All right. George, you still with us?
Sure am.
Okay. I think your video might have chopped out, but we still hear you okay. So go ahead and tell us your favorite.
Well, I believe mine's still considered Martin. It's from the Superman Wonder Woman set.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. Mine's the rare one, the 200-point Mystics one.
Oh yeah, she's good.
Nice.
She's really good.
Because anyone with the Mystics is awesome. But hey, let's give it to Wonder Woman. Why not, right?
Yep.
I mean, she's got charge, flurry, and sidestep within the first 3 clicks. And then, she got super strength on the first 2, Blade's Claws, then her, special damage ability towards the end of her dial. It says at the end of your opponent's turn, deal 1 penetrating damage to each character on that player's force within 2 squares of Wonder Woman that didn't make an attack this turn. That's just gross. 2 squares, you attack me? Cool.
Yep.
Take a damage.
That trait, man. That trait is so good. The odds are against me.
Yeah, at the end of the turn, if Wonder Woman was given a non-free action this turn, the opposing character has more or opposing force. Place an outnumber token, give Wonder Woman free action, remove 2 outnumber tokens to make a close range attack for free. Yeah, nope.
Yeah, not bad at all.
She is good.
I love that outnumbered trait.
And then that sweetener on the top, she can't be outwit for probability control unless they're either a higher point value or have the deity keyword.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just, solid stats. The lowest she gets to for movement is 9. You know, and then for defense is 16 at the last one with super senses. But you know, by that time, after taking mystics and penetrating damage, you might as well just take your ball and go
People are
home.
not hitting for much, exactly.
All right, let's go ahead and get to my pick. So mine's a little more simple. As you guys all know, Urks is a ID card nut. And when I saw this one, I was like, it's a match made in heaven. And I'm even going to screen share her. So give me 1 second here.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be this one. Make sure I get the thing correct here. Come on, let me screen share. There we go.
Hopefully you guys can see me. I don't know if my video is cutting out or not, you guys.
Okay, can you guys see my screen okay?
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Brilliant.
All right. This is my absolute favorite. This is the common from Batman v Superman.
Oh, yeah.
105 points, charge, flurry, with 11 speed, 11 attack, Blaze Claw's Fangs, 18 invulnerable, and that 3 damage Battle Fury.
Yeah.
This is just so much value because you could just end people doing anywhere from 6 damage guaranteed if you don't Blaze Claws, maybe more, depending
Yep.
how you roll. And as an E-card Colin, she's perfect. People will compare this one to the new one from the graph feed, the common, which is still, really solid. She has, wait, that's the wrong one. Where is she? This one. But the problem I have with her is she has just the flurry. I wish she had sidestep flurry or whatever. For 70 points, though, if you got someone
does she
facing
have a-
you don't like, this chick will deal with it. But
You know, a little small on my screen, but does she have like flight to start off with?
the one from the graph feed
The one-
does.
The one the gravity feed does, but if she doesn't charge, you have to call her in place. I still
Yeah.
think this one is the best calling. I'm so glad you picked her up because I was about to mention that she deserved an honorable mention, but she got picked. So that's super cool. She's
And
really good, and
we
it's
all-
a common piece. That's so awesome
Yeah.
that with kids put that as a common piece. So you're not, paying
No, it's.
thousands and dollars for it.
I'll always say the best thing that came out of Batman vs Superman was our Heroclix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
And I will also say, if you guys probably agree with me too, the best scene of Batman v Superman is this girl just charging
Yep.
at Darkseid the way she does. Oh my gosh, that was just
She's good.
the coolest thing I ever saw.
Yep.
Oh, that was awesome. All right, so
I mean
now
that's so I just want to talk about like in Batman vs Superman. That's a great trinity. That like one of the best trinities that you could play. Like I think modern at 300 points or something like that is probably right there.
probably for sure.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's good
All right.
stuff. That bat looks so good.
All right, since we're on me now and I have my screen shared, we might as well talk about the teams we built. So we all
Yep.
have a favorite female superhero. In honor of Wonder Woman week/day, I asked all the guys to pick their favorite female superhero and make a 300-point team around that figure. Now, it could be Golden Age, up to Modern Age, of course, and there was no, you had to use only figures. The only stipulation was they had to be female figures. I can't promise it'll be meta teams or good teams, but they're fun. So my absolute favorite female figure or character is Silk. Now,
Okay.
people say, Urks, that's too easy. You like Spider-Man. It's kind of a duh. Now, while I agree with you, the reason why I find Silk so interesting is because she was bitten by the exact same spider as Peter Parker in the Spider-Verse tales. And when those two are close to each other because of the same pheromones they have from the same spider, they go a little nuts. And so it was best they just had to be away from each other. So she's just a fun character. For 70 points, she's solid. Spider-Man TA, 5 range, running shot with her thin finger webs incapacitate, which is 3 targets, and doesn't give an action token, people with 0 action tokens, and her prob control. So this was started my team. I was like, hey, I obviously need to use that Colin helps in Spider-Verse with under female, so I had to pull Spider-Gwen, super rare.
Mm-hmm.
She's great. I love her. Now, I noticed that I couldn't build a theme team with one Spider-Man family, and there's not enough females to do it. I know there's like the May Parker, and then the new one, the new Spider-Man, and the What If stuff, but they don't have those yet.
Cakes.
So I chose.
We've all seen that video.
I chose to see how many celebrities there were, and so I kind of have like a semi-celebrity theme game here. So I picked the Shifting Focus Wasp from AEW because I love this Wasp. For 40 points, the sidestep 5 range Pensai is just amazing, and shifting over to the Incapacitate one's great too. But this damage power where she has the leadership is if she were 100 points, and when she succeeds, you get the extra action. That's really freaking cool. So any of the girls can carry her around, and she can pull off tokens off them because she's considered the highest point character on my team.
Isn't that I dare you to shoot me from range?
Yeah, both of them, dude. 19 other ones super senses, and her with an 18 ESD went up to 20 or 21. Yeah. And then I also found out Dead Girl was a celebrity, and I've never fielded this figure, but I've always wanted to. And I feel I have a silver bullet here because I have the Blade's exploit, and she gets through stop clicks. And if she gets at least one hit ever, she gets that headline token and begins to heal every single turn. So that's super, super good. And then I picked to fill points Karen Page from AEW because, that speed power, get her in the middle of some bad guys, all your guys get plus into attack. You're looking at my here 12 or 11 with Silk, 11 with Spider-Gwen. Second clicks, though, all have 11s. Wasp's 11, and Dead Girl has now a 12. So, and Dead Girl flies, so she can carry around Spider-Gwen. And if Silk hits with that the Spider-Verse trait, I just brought in my Smashy Spider-Gwen with her heavy object and dealt 5. Not too shabby. I know I won't win any world tournaments, but hey, I had a lot of fun building it. All right, who's next?
I'll go.
I guess I'll go.
Okay, go for it, George.
George? All right, George, what'd you build?
Oh, sorry, Ben. Well, I didn't get a chance to complete for my team, but I at least got 2 of the figures for the 300 points. It was a toss-up for me, because I like Rogue from Marvel and Harley Quinn from DC. So I started off with like the X-Men Rogue for 112 points. I mean, I like the fact that she's got the old school colors and stuff in the cartoons. So I kind of went with that one, but I just couldn't quite fill the points. And I remembered that there's a newer one from the Uncanny X-Men Rogue, 150 point one or 90 points. I went with her, instead, because she's got the charge or the super strength, and then leadership. That's always comes in handy. The ATAs, or the team abilities, Avengers and X-Men. So she doesn't count towards your movements. She can also heal other X-Men characters.
Nice.
Plus, she's got Steel Energy, and so when she targets a single, opposing character with attack, I get to choose a standard power the character has, and if it's got range, that range. So, Pensai with 8 range, ta-da! Just keep Rogue back there and just shoot people from a distance.
Sure.
The other one I went with was from the old Batman set, Harley for 79 points. I mean, she's a calculator, so you could also make her another, X-Men, or make her an Avenger, or, just whatever you might have on your team. But she had some good stats as well that I liked. And give me just a minute, I'm trying to pull her up here real quick.
No worries.
Phones, gotta love them, right? Okay, there you go. I mean, she's 79 points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a 35.1. So she's got, stealth, energy explosion, blades claws, reflex, So, and then she gets, mind control the last 2 clicks with, willpower. So, her trait, Harley Quinn can use poison of a character named Joker if the Joker's on your force. So, we've got new Jokers out there that we could play around for like a, fun team, so to give her poison.
Yep.
So, but I didn't get a chance to fill in that extra 71 points. So,
You'll figure it out. You can throw Slowk on
I
there.
will.
It's fun.
What's that?
All right, Brandon, you're up, buddy.
Sweet. So I went ahead and built a Golden Age team because this team actually incorporates my current favorite female character, who might be becoming my favorite all-time female character.
Whoa.
In the
Big.
game. Yeah, but it also does incorporate my favorite all-time female character in the game. But I'm going to start off with Black Bat. Black Bat is starting to take over that role because she is such a beast.
Mike would approve.
I wish. I mean, I think with new rules, she's even become better because she'll be able to send an object and not lose the movement bonus from charging. You know, she doesn't. And then if they do new rules where you can like leap, climb, and charge at the same time, that'd be so good. I wish. I doubt it'll ever happen, but I wish. A man can wish.
Yeah.
A man can dream.
Man can
But I
dream,
mean,
yeah.
she's got traded flurry, traded leap, climb, traded super senses, and persistent strike and battle fury, and charge. So, I mean, I'm going to get through super senses. I'm going to get through shape change. I have an 11 attack. I'm going to attack twice. And I'm either going to do minimum 1 because I got persistent strike. I guess, I mean, even with what new rules when Invincible comes out, that's going to be still good because it can't be reduced below 1. And
yeah.
I mean, at 2 damage, if she would have hit, she hits Invincible anyways. But I've used her so many times to sit there and just dwindle down people with Invincible that have a lot of rollouts. But yeah, she's becoming my favorite character. But right now, my favorite character of all time, went ahead and made a Batman family team,
Nice.
and it's Oracle from or was it Heroclix 10th anniversary?
Nice. The one that
she's
has the power, whatever, the change.
Yeah, it's the first time I got a character that she just sat there in the starting area, you give her a power action, and then she can choose either Outwit, Perplex, or Probability Control to be using until the next turn. But she can draw lines of fire from friendly characters of that Batman family, Birds of Prey, or Justice League.
That's really good.
So you just sit her in the starting area the whole game. And she has willpower, so you can just don't do anything with her the first turn, and then you get what you need.
Yeah, look at that sculpt. Isn't that cool? Hold on.
Dude, I love that sculpt
Yeah, that
so
is
much.
just neat.
The TV screens everywhere. It's what an Oracle should be.
Yep. If we ever get one again, I want to look just like that. I wouldn't even care if they sculpt for use for whatever.
Yeah. Next, I put Stephanie Brown, Batgirl.
Nice.
So from that same OP set that Black Bat came from, that was a good OP set, man.
It was solid.
Really, really good OP set. I mean, it's nice 50 point, mostly for prob. I went ahead, since we're in Golden Age, I gave them now I'm torn between either bringing a 50-point bat cycle, piloted,
Sure.
or I can bring 2 25-point autopiloted. Then hop them both in there and just get up in the fight, take whoever's alpha strike, and then pop them out.
Seems strong, Bren. Seems strong.
Either one would be a good choice. And then with my last 50 points, 50-point Huntress, the brand new one.
Nice.
I think
She's really cool.
Good. She's really, really good. Sidestep. You choose either hypersonic speed or range, or you can just make her be a turret and range combat. I love range combat expert with stealth. Good combo. And sidestep in there.
Mm-hmm.
All
right.
But yeah,
Pedro.
that's my Golden Age team.
Okay.
That's a great one, Brad. Thank you for sharing that.
I went to Golden Age too, as well. And I managed to, you're gonna see, I managed to sneak in our favorite team in there. I have a Warriors teamed. The first one to me is one of the best female characters in the game. It's Coriander. Coriander is
Yeah.
so powerful, so amazing. Outsider, flies, and 8 clicks, and pulse wave, and range combat expert that can be used with running shot in the end. She's awesome. She's all around good piece. Can just throw it in a team, she'll work. Another one that was a very that's what makes it golden age. Other one that makes very very powerful that I love her. I never managed to play with her. I will soon in my next league. Thing is Proxima Midnight. I think she's
Ooh.
super good, super good. Um, Penetrating psychic blast. She can use her trident whatever to give a ping like style penetrating strike on everybody. She has very solid stats, especially at close combat. She's gonna have a 20 defense with 18 combat reflexes, so she's super solid. That's 200 points. Then for 40 points, I'll have Diana Prince for BVS. She's also she's not super powerful, but she's a good close attacker. She can pick some powers from this BVS number 3, Wonder Woman. You can even turn into her if you want. That's how I sneaked in my Wonder Woman in the team.
Look
And
at you.
you keep the warrior team, which for 6 more points you can get the Red Hood and the Outlaws for Coriander and make her even more deadly by making her very hard to hit and allowing her to just fly around, wreaking havoc. And then you're gonna have 246. You're still gonna have 54 points, and then I put a full Pandora box in there because Pandora box is gonna synergize perfectly with everything. It's gonna synergize absolutely perfectly with everything, and these characters are characters that hit hard from afar, except for Diana. Diana can just hang in there, get combat reflexes, get if she has a get it's already get energy shield deflection, just pile up the scenes there, and they're gonna get +1 on our stats, and it's gonna be just ridiculous. And then to close it out, you're gonna have 10 points, which you can pick like the Nightwing ID or whatever else, two 100-point or less ID characters, just to have some fun and pull them out in case. Or you can use Diana Prince to call in a couple like Hawkman or Atom for retaliation if you wish, and then make her even more useful. So I think it's a well-rounded team, warrior teamed, all girls with a Wonder Woman sneak in the end.
Bravo, guys. Bravo. Wonderful teams. I'm excited every single week whenever I have, you guys or new patrons on just to come and hang out and talk about clicks and just teach everyone out there these cool little synergies you can make with even stipulated rule sets. Like, I say, if you guys build a 300-point team using only females and that comes out, I'm like, that's just freaking awesome.
Hard. It was hard, actually.
Yeah, right? You think there'd be a lot more out there. Even George is having a hard time. So, yeah.
Yep.
Especially when you have a small collection. I can imagine a newer player having only a few pieces from a certain city. Like, I have to make an all-female team? There was like 3 in the
set. I might not have 300 points on female characters in my collection.
I know, right? Oh, rough. Well, guys, that has been the summation of our Wonder Woman Day talk. Got our favorite Wonder Womans out there, and there were some good ones. We got our 300-point teams out there. Hopefully those were informative and fun for you guys out there. If there are any questions you guys have for us, please throw them in the chat. I have gotten a couple. Appreciate those. I'll put them aside for the end of the show. I want to ask you guys a question. I thought it would go a little bit longer, to be honest, but so what if we actually like the next set? Is it actually good? Are we gonna buy into the set? Do we have the gumption, the want? I'm gonna say yes, because and only because those clever WizKids employees put 100 Spider-Mans in there.
Exactly, Cosmic Spider-Man, especially.
I have to get all of them.
Sorry, you work for the comic book store. At least you get a discount. That's
do.
always nice.
Of course you do.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy everything just to get them. Like the fact that like Peter the Hunter and now Cosmic Spider-Man are super rares, and like, and then Goblin King.
Peter the Hunter scares me.
I mean, that's such a good universe to pull what if stories from.
Right, I know.
It's just like what if a spider had been a different person,
Yeah.
What would happen?
Like, I was worried they'd never print Cosmic Spider-Man ever again. Like, I was like, and if you guys look, the oldest Spider-Man one, he's still like $50 to buy him.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious?
Dude,
I was looking at his stats.
I bought it. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I apologize for the delay. But when I was looking at his stats on Realms, at the bottom it shows how much he's going for. So like said like 34 or 39.99 going. Nope.
Yeah.
I bought a
But
brick of Amazing Spider-Man just for fun. Like the first time I started, I didn't know what I was buying, and I got the Spider Hulk and the Cosmic Spider-Man on the same brick.
That's
oh, you mean
nice.
Web of Spider-Man?
Yeah, Web of Spider-Man. Sorry, Web. Is it
Yeah,
Web or
that's old
Web of
school.
Spider-Man?
That's what
Yeah,
was
Web of
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man had the Spider Hulk and the
yeah,
Cosmic. That's
yeah.
pretty
That's
awesome.
yeah. I didn't even again didn't know, and then went to check out. Was like, oh my god, they're awesome.
That was the very first Spider-Man I ever bought was the two by
It's
two
actually
piece from
here.
Web of
Look at it.
Spider, the one with the Spider-Man sitting on the brick wall kind of thing. That was one of my
Mm-hmm.
first. It was just such a cool piece. I just bought it. I was
This
Yeah.
just
one.
buying pieces to buy. Like my store had like this random like little thing. I was like,
Oh
oh
yeah,
cool, I'll
look
buy
at
all this
that
stuff.
one. I love that sculpt.
It's
And
so
that was a
good.
comic book cover too, so that's why it's even more iconic.
And you also have the black suit one. The same thing with the black suit.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
And dirty little secret, guys. I am actually a bigger fan of the black suit Spider-Man than I am the red and blue suit.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
black
So
suit though? The Dusk, like the alt, like the super.
no, the
No.
Venomized, the symbiote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that
that
was the time I
was.
started reading here in Brazil. There was a kind of a 2 or 3 years gap. So when I started reading, I was very young. There was the time there was actually the ongoing story for Spider-Man having coming back from Secret Wars 2, if I recall correctly, and having found it there. And so it was the thing, and it stuck to me. And I'm like I really think that's the best version of Spider-Man because it's dear to my heart, irrespective of story or anything like that.
Yeah, and that's I don't know. For some reason, I just like a villainized Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
when he was using the symbiote for good for half a second, that was
Mhm.
in my thoughts just super awesome.
Yeah.
Which is why the Venoms that are coming out in the What If set, I have to have all of them as well.
Yeah, I
All
think it's
those,
I
yeah, all those Punishers, like that freaking
I
Iron
have them
Punisher
too.
looks
At least
so
that
good.
Man Punisher.
Um, not it. I love this. I actually love that it's a smaller set. A lot of people are complaining that like it looks like if you get a brick, you're gonna get a ton of doubles, which is probably true. Which is probably a good set not to really buy bricks for.
Well, and see, I think what you should do with this set is if you're gonna buy bricks of it or cases of it, because you're gonna want these super rares and these chases. These are good pieces in the common, uncommon, rare slot that you get dupes of just to give to new players. This
Yeah,
right here is probably gonna easily be the
which
What
would be
If and
perfect for Psychic
Elseworld.
Knight.
Yeah, to pull out for new players because they have starters. Now, I did just see a confirmation. I believe it was on the Heroclix Brazil page that Aaron Cantu from Two Clicks from KO posted. There is not a new rulebook in the What If starter. So
No, it's online stuff. I'm sure.
yeah,
yeah.
so
I
I
mean,
saw
that's
a
kind of
picture
typical.
of it, the new map, but now we all know. Just so you guys know, you guys
Yeah.
saw it here on the Alpha Strike. There's not a new rulebook coming out in this What If set, but
Yeah.
WizKids does promise it in the Thor set, so August, wait for that. Now, about these Venom chases, guys, a lot of people are kind of poo-pooing them, which I'm kind of excited about. They're like, they don't have any movement attack, and yeah, they're cool, but they're not meta. That's fine. I'll buy it $20.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
I think
Underestimate them, please.
they did. I might be wrong, but I think they did very well. They moved, at least from what I've seen so far, they moved the close to meta pieces to super rare, which I think it's kind
Yeah,
of more accessible. Hopefully, they're going to be more in rare and super rare, so that everybody can join in on the fun. And competition should be about skill and not about your
Yeah.
acquisitive power. So it's. I think it's a good move. I mean, you have the Goblin King that's going to be a kind of good matchup for Hakim. We're going to have even the new cosmic Superman that can shoot through anything, and it's have solid stats all around. So I think they're doing the right stuff where you don't have to go too far or spend too much to have a piece that can give someone a bad day or a bad beat if they're not playing correctly. So I think that's a positive move towards socializing the game. The only small criticism I have to the set, which because I'm loving it, I'm gonna try to have it all. I'm with you, Eric, 100%. Is that
yeah,
I think they could have done a little. Maybe it's because it's the trend, it's the TV, it's Netflix, whatever. I could see a little less Punisher, Daredevils, and the likes. I think that they were well covered in the Avenger Defenders Wars. I like the pieces. I think they're cool. I think we were missing them, but I think we have enough. We can move on to other stuff, especially in a what if. I mean, what if should be all about pieces you take another 15 years to print again. So make them all unique and crazy and different.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely with the absolute tons of Punishers and Daredevils and whatever. It's like, and like I said, like why weren't they shifting focus? I could have swore I read somewhere that What If and Elseworlds were going to have more shifting focus in it, not just ADW. I could have swore I've read that, but it seems like every time
I
I
don't
say
know.
I've read something somewhere, it disappears, and I can never say it's right here. It's like WizKids takes it down and it's nowhere to be found.
Who's
So,
excited to see some Elseworld freaking
the
stuff?
the previews I saw in the GTM, the Game Trade magazine, dude, that Green Arrow, the medieval Green Arrow, oh my gosh, that is cool.
Well, yeah, I think DC has a lot of good universes like that makes sense for What If. Like, what if Green Lantern? Anybody put on the freaking Lantern ring or something like that? Or what if the Lantern ring chose Superman? You know,
Yeah.
that would be
That's
awesome.
a scary thought.
Yeah, that would just
Now,
why bother then?
now coming back to What If, before we go on to Elseworld stuff, um, one thing I was curious about was like there was no X-Men What Ifs like at all. We got the Juggernaut as the free comic book day, which I still
Yeah.
don't have. I'm very salted I
Yeah,
don't have
me
one.
neither. Yep.
And then I saw the one where Professor X. What if Professor X was the Ghost Rider? That would just be so cool as a figure. Just a Ghost Rider in his wheelchair going ah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was more X-Men. I don't know why there's not. I mean,
And then I didn't even think about it, but the Wolverine Dracula that there is, that's a what if.
Yeah.
Because the Punisher,
Yeah.
the Doctor Strange Punisher, is actually the hunter that goes after those X-Men in that book. It's super rare. I didn't know that. I never read that storyline. That would have been really cool to see more of those.
Yeah, I'm guessing because X-Men it's something that they're gonna try to do maybe a next set soon. It's something that it's too strong a frame. It's like Deadpool, like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is strong enough to have it their own bricks now and appear in every other set or in all sets. And then I'm
Right.
absolutely
Like
fine with that. Like Batman, there's probably not a set without Batman. But those are the super ultra highlights of the super characters of the franchise. I think X-Men has its own thing going on, and they're gonna have. I think they're sparing them
Yeah.
to not be bricks per set plus bricks plus set. Have their own brick, UXM, and the Days of Past, whatever. But
I'm sure there's gonna be they're gonna have a big one in
Mm.
2018, a big X-Men thing.
Yep.
They really need to.
I'm
Like,
hoping.
I mean, for me, like your best comic book universes are X-Men, Spider-Man, and Batman.
Yep.
Like they have the best villains, and then they have a multitude of heroes, which is nice.
Yep. Hopefully they're gonna do something the Inhumans and the whole thing that is going through right now. Maybe that would be an awesome matchup for the set.
That's the hope. I bet George has been anxiously waiting for another new Gambit at some point in his life. So
Oh yeah, I'd be happy if it's just a classic cartoon Gambit, or even shake things up and make it the horseman of war Gambit. Since he was a horseman, I'd like to see him in his horseman colors. Thanks to Mike Nito, huge shout out to him and his awesome painting skills. The Wolverine X-Men set came out. They, as a birthday present, my fellow friends there, I think Eric might have been a part of that.
oh yeah.
I don't know if it all chipped in, but they got me another Gambit, and they repainted him the Horseman Gambit, all
Nice.
dressed all black, white hair.
That'd be pretty cool.
For me, that's still one of my favorite pieces. Is that custom paint job Gambit?
Awesome.
But so what if, guys? We have our release day event coming up this Wednesday. I'm going to be filming those for the venue boxes. We just got our
Cool.
new table done, so it's ready for optimized filming. Mike is super
Nice.
excited.
Looks good.
And
Looks good,
just
by
so
the
you
way.
guys know out there, I don't know if you guys were able to tell last time because of our pairings were kind of weird, but with the venue boxes, it's now going to be guaranteed one video with me, one video with Magneto, and then the third video, the round 3, will always be the top 2 players, whoever it might be. That way you
Awesome.
guys get the most, you guys get the guys from the Alpha Strike, and then the top 2 players of the event who took the top 2 spots and watch them fight it out with their awesome teams. So I think that'll be a lot more fun for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy those venue boxes. Always let us know. We're curious. Are they bad? Are they good? Do you guys care if the
No.
cards are there? Because we can't have the cards for figure, unfortunately. But
I saw the channel update. I'm a fanboy, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I saw the channel update, and I think the rhythm and the increased rhythm and pacing of the videos is awesome because I watch it, I miss it, and if you produce more, I'll consume more. So congrats! I really love the channel update.
thank you. So, but yeah, that's that. I'm not sure what else to say. So, I guess it's time to go to questions. All right. So I have a couple questions. I will ask you guys to help me with these as there are some interesting ones. The first one we got, there's 2 of them from this guy. This is from a channel called Heroclix. I believe it's one of our newest subscribers. He has his own channel he's starting up, and he asks, "What do you guys think about this 200-point team?" Or I think maybe a 200-point team, might be more. I don't know. It has Sabretooth and Wildchild and Mr. Mixie's Pidlick together. Would it be a team you'd like play, or so on and so forth?
I can start because I look at Sabertooth and Wild Child a lot. It's
They're
when
good.
you see in other teams in other shows people discussing whenever they have this question on what is the piece that you're always trying to make work, that would definitely be one of them for me because they're too close to being super good, but they're always in that level where you yeah, maybe I can split them up in other pieces that will be better in synergy or someone a little bit stronger on reducers. I think they're super strong. I think that unfortunately you do have charge and flurry from other sources that are a little bit cheaper and more effective, and that to me is the sole reason why they don't see table more. Mixed picks to me is a given. Wherever you put him, he's better. He's good. He's also his power 12. Right? I mean, I'm. I hope I'm not dumbing it down, but it's
No.
most ways it locks everybody down. He controls you 1d6. Change power. It's awesome. Whatever he plays, it's a wild card. Whatever you plays him with, he synergizes well with because he has lockdowns that doesn't affect your team. He has the power to change sizes, and he has a prop control that's mathematically more effective than the normal prop control. So, and it's going to be super powerful. So, and power cosmic and what you name it. And Steiny, he's everything. He's really super good. So everything is like bacon. Everything gets better with mixed clicks in Heroclix. So it's a good combination. But I would use Sabretooth carefully, especially on in a team where he's going to be your main target. They don't take if they can take mixed clicks out in a single hit, and he's not very good with reduce. He's very good dishing damage, but he's not as good taking it. So without not a tank, but without someone to stand in front of him or take the hit, it's I would consider it a little bit careful.
Yeah, it's kind of a risky play, I would say. You do have a big beater. He is great at 12 attack. I think it's flurry when the Wild Child's on, right? Is what I'm thinking.
Just got a healing factor in there, which is nice. 3
He
damage
does
all
have
the
the
way down
healing
the
factor.
dial.
Yeah,
Battle Fury is good.
and he can carry Mixie's Pidlick because Pixie's small. So that's pretty solid.
And then Wild Child's good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wild Child's
that's
solid. Like Wild
that
Child's
bystander
equal
pog is
status.
really good. And if you can just separate the two and do different attacks,
Yeah.
wow. And I think doesn't Wild Child have a 0 damage or a 1 damage, something like that? I forget.
I can check over here.
Hey, he has blades, so
I know
Yeah.
he blade printed damage though.
he has charge also, I believe. I'm pretty sure he's charged. Like he can move his full value, drop Wild Child square in front of you, and then charge with Wild Child.
Yeah.
He's 11 attack blades. It's exploit weakness with combat
Exploit.
reflexes.
That's right.
So he has 1 damage, but he has blades, so you might as well roll the
Blade
blades
exploit.
and its exploit.
Yeah,
It's the 11 exploit. That's what it is. And 18 up close. That is just stellar for a
Yeah,
pog.
and then his is the 3 squares away you can attach him on the start of your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like that's the one thing about when like you look at, I think of like characters like that. I think of Tikal. Well, Tikal. You're talking about the heck's his name? The Witch Boy.
Clarion.
Yeah, Clarion.
Yeah, Clarion the Witch Boy.
Yeah.
I mean that's a great
And-
70-point piece, but
that's-
it's
and
just
that's the
something
sad
about
thing
moving
about-
your speed value and dropping a character and charging. It's nice. and then
that's
12
probably
attack.
why. Sorry, I keep cutting off, Bren.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it's a solid. I think for if you're playing a 200 versus 200 point game, that's a solid play.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine giving a wild child like giant size or colossal size, and then giving him giant reach 3?
Ugh.
Well,
Gross.
other than then he could really get hit, but
Though, you just brought up an excellent point, Brandon. Clarion, like, isn't he 70 points as well?
Yes.
Clarion is 70. Yeah.
So, I mean, if Clarion wasn't huge, regular size, but you could almost play Saber-Tooth Wild Child with Clarion, getting that Prob and Perplex with 2 detachable dudes. Holy wow,
that's probably better than
Is it Clarion Mystics too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
got stealth,
There you go.
sidestep, stealth, prob, and
Pensai. That's so
Pensai.
much penetrating damage. That's insanity.
If they do
So I don't
like
know.
to hit
That's
you,
a hard
also they
call.
take
You
Mystics
can
damage.
carry the Pixie. He can pulse wave, keep people locked down. But if you want a ton of damage and more attackers on just a 2-man team, the Pogs give you 4 characters on a 2-man team. So
that's 3 blades.
yeah.
And they don't cost any points. You're not going to hurt if they get KO'd.
And that's 2 penetrating damages.
Yep.
And a perplex and a prob.
That seems pretty good if you can get that guy in your team.
And a battle fury around shape changes. The only thing you got to worry about super senses. That's about it. Because you don't have any precision strikes, no outwits.
Super senses. That's a
You
dice roll
you
I'm
definitely have an
okay
alpha
with.
strike at hand right there.
Oh yeah, because you can just move your full speed, detach your dudes, and go.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you maybe killed my Pogs. Oh, and Tico can possibly get attached back to my
Gosh.
Clarion. So there's that.
Sequel for
And,
days.
and I'm pretty sure I think I always played it like his 3 and 4 negates precision strike because it's not an evasion. You just roll a 3 or 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw this ruling. That's how it works. Yes.
Like 5 or 6, he gets dead because he can't evade the attack. But
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it's ruled. And now with the new rules, he's even better because he still
Yes.
gets the 3, 4, or a 6. He has
Yep.
still
Oh,
a
yeah, he gets one more
50-50
roll.
shot.
Yeah.
To not die.
he's a full 50-50.
Yep.
Against precision strike instead of a 66.66 repeating
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So Tickle just got a heck of a lot better. He has another question. He asked Urks, and you guys too. What do you guys think of the 30-point Black Panther with Outwit?
You should shifting focus Black Panther?
Yeah, the shifting focus one.
He's great.
He's got outwit. So.
He got Outwit.
31 outwit.
My only complaint with him is that he's just stealth Outwit. I wish he had traded leap climb.
Yeah.
Just so he could like hop into spot. Because me, I try to look at him and think, okay, should I start with Outwit first and then shift to Blades? No, you're doing it wrong. You start with the Blades charge one, get him into position so he lands in hindering, okay, after you've charged Blades of them, and then you swap to the stealth Outwit when out with their power. That just seems a lot better to me. And once I thought of it that way, I'm like, this guy's good. This guy's really, really good. So, because people are saying he doesn't have improved movement. That's because he's supposed to charge first, get into position to be in stealth, attack, and then swap an outwit so your buddies can all attack the same target after you've nailed them for some blades. So,
Yep.
honestly, Creative Clicks, that figure is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's just that 30 points just for the outwit would be too expensive, but when you can shift him into a pretty decent attacker for 30 points, and 16 combat reflex is not bad defense either. Of course, you're gonna you like you said. My only with if he, and I agree with you, Eric, but only if about changing for the outwit later is that then he's probably gonna be up for some beating. Because if you end up with the charge one, your close range with 16 combat reflex, that's 18. You have a chance
Yeah,
to survive. The
you have
other
a
one is
chance.
just you outwitted and
Yeah.
took one for the team, but it's still a great combo. For 30
I,
points, what you get on the other shift is decent.
I've seen that character missed so many times. I've seen so many attacks just
man.
I
miss
mean,
him, and his
10
dial is
attack,
deeper than you expect.
10 attack. You know, so
I think he's 5 clicks
That's kinda
deep
like
at
playing
30
the two
points.
Punishers.
But yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the shifting focus ones. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I
because
like
what I
that. I
did
like that
for
Fast
my
Forces
game,
Punisher. He's freaking good.
Well, this fast, by the way, we were discussing this at one of the shows. This is one of the fast forces you can definitely start your game into and still do a lot of damage. This fast
Oh,
forces,
yeah.
in average,
So
it's
good.
so good. Every piece is
So
so
good.
good. You have a half meta team right there. You don't have to think much, and you just put it there. It's not gonna win you a WKO, but it's not
No.
gonna be the last guys either, because those pieces play. If you know how to play, those pieces can do some damage.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're
Dude, Pedro's
speaking
right,
for fast
guys.
because I
Page
played
or Brandon?
Fast Forces
that's
Iron Fist. That if he's pushed, okay, at the end of your next turn, remove token, heal him.
Yep.
That's just nasty right there. So he's kind of worth pushing. Plus, he gets regen clicked. I think towards the end of his style. I don't know if it's the last click or the click or last 2 clicks, but Eric can vouch. When I get by on regen, I have a pretty decent chance of almost hitting them back to full.
Just about. They have 6-click deep dials. They're all just so good. Like, you guys will see me. I have 2 battle boxes in the pipelines coming out. They're going to be all Avengers Defenders War. We mixed the Fast Forces and the regular set. And oh my gosh, I think I have made a point that those Fast Forces figures are OP AF. So
I think that Punisher is. I think that Punisher is going to see some nice work. Just like, having a healing factor is always nice.
I
And
know,
he's
dude.
not expensive. Having a 12 attack or that range.
So you know what he is?
Especially if we do damage.
That Punisher is an anti-Mystics character. Because if he shoots a Mystic character, he heals. So the damage is nullified. Yeah.
Well, especially new rules, energy explosion. He's gonna be good too.
Yep. So good.
So I think he still has 3 targets, but he could target 3 people with energy explosion.
Yes, and he can do 2 to each one, dealing
and then
6
2 to all
damage.
adjacent. Yeah.
Yep. Instead of just dividing the 3, which is super good. Super good. Okay. So more questions. What else we got here? Fuzzy asked a question. Who do you guys think is a better pick-a-power? Jakeem, Avengers Defenders, or SR Iron Man, or what if Green Goblin? I'm gonna let Pedro go first. He's gonna itch in this one.
It's as a standalone figure, I would go for the Goblin King. Power Cosmic and the stats and altogether the combination, I would go there. Now, if you go for, and I won't take too long. If you go for synergy and team, Jakeem's number stats are a little better. If you can take more out of him. He's only 140 points, so you can sneak in an entity there and do some other crazy stuff. So you might do more with Jakeem as a team. So standalone, I would say Goblin King, but for a team, I would still not discard Hakeem over him, because you can do, you can put an entity and Foggy Nelson just for fun, and you're still only 5 points on top, and you have a lot better stats and regen, and so there are crazy stuff you can do with Hakeem. I think they're on their own. The Goblin King is the best of them, but I wouldn't just close my eyes and go for him, because Hakeem have stronger numbers.
Yeah. Brandon.
It's
Who
tough.
is your favorite? Who do you think is the best?
I like the Iron Man a lot. I think just as far as like theme team wise, he's got better keywords overall.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's equivalent to Jakeem as far like he's just almost the same thing as Jakeem is if you possess Jakeem, kind of thing to me, I guess.
This is the
Same
Iron
points.
Man, right?
Yeah, but he gets
Okay.
invincible, which is nice. Like Jakeem has to pick invincible and can't pick certain powers if he does.
Yeah.
So like they both have their limitations. I like Goblin King a lot. I think he really feels like he's worth 275 points.
so you would play just him with WizKid, right? And make that just stupid.
Yeah, actually, yeah, or Blackheart.
Oh,
or
there you go.
Ironheart or whatever her
Ironheart.
name is. Yeah.
Yep.
Either one or any or 25-point Domino or 25-point Harley Quinn, whatever I feel like is gonna. Usually, I'd probably do Prob if I can. I'd probably do Ironheart just because I think she's harder to kill out of them all.
Probably.
Mhm.
Unless you have Erk's dice, who's gonna roll a 6 on the very first one.
No. Yes, 6. I'm gonna roll 6, not a 1, but a 6.
He'll roll 6 on the very first one and be dead.
It's a 1. You have to roll a 1 to die.
Oh, is it a
not
1?
6.
1. Okay,
Yes.
sorry. He'll roll 1 on the very first one.
You wish I would. You wish.
No, I wouldn't. I don't. But I think Iron Man fits on a. I mean, he fits on a lot of
It's
very synergetic Avengers teams and other
yeah.
theme
The
teams.
Avengers keyword really sends him home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just having Invincible is really nice.
Yep.
And then being able to choose, like Steel Energy and Flurry, or Steel Energy, or just straight regeneration or support. You can do all that stuff kind of like mid game to kind of keep yourself top dial.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I think he's really, really good. I like Goblin King a lot, but I think I could pick a team with Super Rare Iron Man and take down Goblin King.
Okay. George, what's your thoughts on these 3 pick-a-power monsters?
Well, I haven't really seen a lot of Jakeem, so I can't really say much about him.
You're lucky
King,
because
after
everything's so nice.
Yeah, because after seeing Goblin King's stance, yeah, he's good, but I kind of have to agree with Brandon about the Mary Poppins Iron Man.
The what?
Now that he can fly.
Mary Poppins.
Oh, now that he can fly? Oh.
So I have to kind of go with him because, like Brett was saying, he's more well-rounded. You can place him on a more theme-based team and cause more damage to her. Like you said, take out the Goblin King or even a Jakeem. He can pick TK, throw one of your other, close combat guys out there into Goblin King and just blades, flurry or whatever you can to him. So I'd have to say the Iron Man.
All right. Now it's my turn. Okay.
Woo!
So me, all day long, I have to go with my man, Goblin King. And this is why. Okay. Jakeem, well known. We all know him. We all know what he does. We all hate him. We all love him. Whatever. Mystical, great keyword. Probably one of the best keywords in the meta, period. But he has weaknesses. He can only pick so many powers at a time, and he has to pick at the beginning of your turn. That puts a lot of pressure on you to think, well, am I defending this turn? Am I being aggressive this turn? Can I take a hit and not die? What should I pick? And it makes it so hard when he's limited to have, only one defense power and another power, or one support power, or whatever. It's just crazy. And then, him not being power cosmic, he can be outwitted, that kind of thing. And with the new outwit, people will be able to pick the powers that he can choose that he can no longer use. Like, they can say preemptively, you can't pick Shape Change and you can't pick Pulse Wave. They can do that with outwit now. That's pretty busted, which severely cuts his options. Iron Man. So Iron Man's great. He's awesome for his points. I love the fact that he has the free action pick a power just whenever you want during your turn. But the problem with his is that his is a power. They can still outwit that entire power. And it's like, that sucks. So as well as his defense powers. I really wish he had a trait that said his defense powers couldn't be ignored or outwitted. That might give him some more Dow longevity. But he's really weak to Pulse Wave, like every other figure in the world is, and Outwit, same as Jakeem. Now, the Goblin King at 175, he's almost the exact same point value as a Jakeem with an Entity and a Foggy, But he's already protected Outwit with the new rules. And he can use his values first, okay, then pick powers defensively, carry those through the next turn, use the things again, and pick new powers. That is the coolest thing, because his powers stick around until he chooses again. So they just loop through turns. So you can go hypersonic, whatever, okay, and hypersonic again next turn, and then pick defensive power when he's double tokened. It's insane.
Yeah,
so,
not having to be at the beginning of the turn is a big deal.
Yeah, just that fluidity of whenever you want it.
Yep.
That is just crazy. Now, I really do think that Jakeem will take a hit as far as his price and maybe his power in the new rule set.
Mm-hmm.
And then Iron Man, Goblin King will definitely take reign over in the new rules. And I can see people playing Jakeem with Goblin King at 75 points, because at 75 points, that figure is still nuts. Good values, short dial, but being able to have 4 powers on standby is just really super good.
Yeah, we have to remember everything, and we've been discussing this in here. People cannot underestimate the powers that Stealth, Power Cosmic, Outwit will have in the new rules, and they will be valued differently, because now the can't use will be limited to Nick and Peggy, which is something that you're already kind of used to seeing, and it's not going to be something new for you to prepare to face. But now, like you said, if you're counting on Jakeem to be your saving grace, a couple outwits, a Doc now will have a lot of fun hitting you. So just sit there, outwit your defense power, and go for it. So it's going to be a different meta, and Power Cosmic will be worth a lot. So will Stealth. So other powers that people are were not paying close attention to before.
No, for
You're
sure.
so right, Pedro. Yeah. All right. So off to another subject here. So another question from Fuzzy Wumple. He's like, when the channel hits 1,000 subs and Earth shaves his head, what kind of razor will be used? Can we not talk about my baldness? I know it's coming. We are so close. According as of right now, let's see, where's my sub count? I think I was like 791. I'm almost less than 200 away. I'm so freaking scared.
Yeah.
If Mike were here, he'd be doing this little number. He's so stoked to do this, man. My wife is hating me. She's like, how could you promise that? What were you thinking?
It always grows back. It's okay.
I know.
About hair it grows back.
I told her. Creative Click said 793 now. I got 2 more today. Thank you, subscribers out there. Thank you so much for basically sealing in stone my bald fate. But I promise it will look cool. And Magneto has a special secret surprise for when that happens, so you guys are gonna love it. But I think I want
more accounts.
What? Oh no! Don't make more accounts. Don't cheat. I want no cheating to be had. This has to be legit. Okay?
It's not
cheating. If I hear anyone out there is making multiple accounts, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay.
It's improvising, not cheating.
Nice.
If I had to pick a head razor for the full-on shaving, I think I want the Hydro Chic ones. Just that nice, wet, clean, maybe. Yeah. No scalp tattoo, David. No scalp tattoo. Okay. I think I had. Okay. So Creative Flix asked another question. What do you guys think of the big Barda figure? I'm going to assume he means the one way back from Batman, because it's like the most recent one we've had in recent times.
Can you screen share it? Because my phone is dead, so I might need a little help remembering it.
I can probably do that. Give me a moment here. Find the figure. I shouldn't click. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop that clicking nonsense.
Yeah, 148 GLA, 10 charge, 11 super strength, 17 impervious. You can give a double power token to use fading teleport as she had a speed value of 12, and after action resolve, you may give a close combat or road range combat action as a free action. Not bad. The boom tube. I'll stand my ground, modify Big Barda defense value +1 for each action token assigned to her, and she has a 17 defense for a while. And her damage power is she can use penetrating psychic blast and quake. I never saw this in a damage power, but she can use penetrating psychic blast and quake.
Yeah, isn't that weird that those two powers are in the damage slot?
Yeah, exactly.
But
The Mega Rod and the Mother Box.
That's a sneaky penetrating psychic blast right there.
yeah,
You would never expect it.
it's very sneaky, and the fact that she has like charge and flurry and never has a running shot. The thing that's crazy about her is the boom tube thing, where the once per game double power up to just go across the map and drop.
That's a combat action too.
And she can do the range combat action. It's only 4 range, but you've set yourself up for a 4 damage Pensai, and then a charge with a super strength if you can grab one on the way up because you do a move. Yeah, phasing move.
Yes.
So you can pick up a heavy object too. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna weak him down with the penetrating psych, and next round you just the other round because it will be double power.
You have to
token.
clear. And she does go up to a 19 because of her trait too, so that's pretty awesome.
You know what would make
And she
her
has Birds
really
of Prey
good?
to help her heal.
Oh, yep, she does.
I think she could use a weapon drop. A weapon drop would make her really good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can kind of like just, kind of sit back, transport people around with it until you actually get like the power you want, and then double power action, get a nice high damage strike in there that's gonna hurt somebody.
Indeed. She's solid, Creative Clicks. I mean, she's really golden age. I actually did get one back when I was playing. Batman was one of the other first sets I slightly bought into, and she was super scary back then. Now maybe not so much, that low 17, but if you do the double action like first turn, she is like literally the alpha striking figure of the age, because that 12 speed just, here I am, 4 damage. That put a damper on a figure back in those days. Like, even look at her dial. She takes 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's down to flurry 10, 16, 3. That would have just decimated a Barda right there.
She gets regeneration early, which is cool. I mean,
early is kind of.
Yeah, you can also put an Eclipse there for defense. Your defense is going to go to 18. You're going to have shape change for a while with double token in the first clicks. And then you can use the flurry to double steal energy with an enhanced attack. I think it would be a good. Well, again, Eclipse makes everyone better, but here it helps. It fits.
Yeah.
For sure. George, do you like that big Barda? Have you played her before? Seen her before?
I own her, so I don't think I
Nice.
got a chance to play her when she came out. But re-looking at the stats, next time we do like another theme team, I've always wanted to try and build a Birds of Prey team. That's always kind of a fun team.
Here's an all-star for your Birds of Prey team. That's
They're coming.
And isn't there a Birds of Prey sub-theme in Harley Quinn?
Yeah, I think Harley Quinn's gonna have both Birds of Prey and Gotham City Sirens.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
If it's Golden Age, you can you could in Modern, but you could use the Black Canary. That was awesome with Pulse Wave and Force Blast, and you can still use Katana. Katana for Joker Wild has it, and one of the Black Batgirls from the OP Kit, the one that carries and has whatever. It's awesome. It's a decent team. I tried it once. I don't know if you recorded. I tried it once with Tom. I put it with the teleporter, and you're gonna be healing each other so often that your teleporter is gonna spin quicker than you imagine, and by the end of it you have the 3 of them or 3 or 4 Birds of Prey alive, and your teleporter is on your last click, and you're summoning all your heavy hitters from it. It's an interesting mechanic because it's free to use, it's a minimum 1 to heal, and it's a very long lasting team, especially if you sneak in some reducers there. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I think just recently with the rotation we did just lose that Black Canary, which is sad.
Yes.
But it's okay. I'm going to say I'm hoping that in the Gotham Girls set, the Harley Quinn set, we're gonna get us a title character Harley, which will be awesome. We're gonna get us a Killer Croc. Well, probably a better Killer Croc, I'm hoping.
Yes.
And a King Shark. Big ol' fingers crossed for that King Shark Suicide Squad number. And a new Big Barda, because we haven't had one. She should have been probably a staple in the Legion of Superheroes set when we got Orion and all the new gods. I was like, Big Barda? Maybe?
How about a Catwoman? Yeah. How about a Catwoman? We didn't get a Catwoman in Joker's Wild.
Last one. Yeah, so that would be another one. It's a Gotham City Siren, so that's probably a guaranteed shoe in.
Yeah.
And I have this sad feeling that she's gonna be designed almost just like Black Cat from Superior Foes, where she takes equipment from people.
Mm-hmm.
Just that whole thief
The
mechanic.
thief, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can
could-
just take Eclipso from you. Like, oh, Eclipso is mine
Oh,
now. Oh.
Yeah. Can you imagine there's a Catwoman with a Calypso attached to her? Like, I imagine her sets won't be amazing or anything, but hey,
A stolen Eclipso at that.
yeah. You just
Which
kind of
means
feel
what?
bad.
What happens there? Do I take your 25 points, and then now
So-
if you kill her, you get 25 points from me?
Yeah. That's exactly what it
Yes.
is.
But I score your 25 points because it's no longer, you don't have it anymore. I would assume.
I have to check the rules on that for scoring because you haven't KO'd it. You just repossessed it to one of your figures.
Oh,
And
so
they
when
kill
you
your
KO
character.
her, then I score your 25 points?
I think so. I think that's the caveat for you taking his powers away, is he gets to score it back. Because that's how the zombies worked. If the zombies like major guy a zombie on your team and then they killed it, you scored all your points back because you killed that figure. Because technically you would KO Catwoman and the object on top of her. So.
I would hope we see. Well, I think we might see a Catwoman in Elseworlds, though. You might see something in there. We haven't had her in a
Maybe.
while, and I think you're gonna get a lot of Elseworlds from that universe. As far as like Batman, like what if Joker was the Batman and stuff like that.
I mean, I feel like 7 Batmans coming on, so.
I would agree.
And
I wouldn't rule out
Chase.
the Chase is being Batman. I wouldn't rule it out.
What would you say? The Venom Chase is being what?
The Batman team, like they have the Venom team for the What If, Venom Hulk, Venom this, Venom that, to be Batman A, Batman B, Batman C, different Batmans for chases.
So you mean like different characters who wore the cowl or something like that, maybe?
Yeah.
Or... Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if Batman what if Batman, or what if Bane was Batman, or what if Batman had the poison?
I'm Batman.
Interesting thought.
Or that Bane Venom.
Oh my gosh, guys! You gotta keep giving me questions. Thank you. You gotta keep us on our toes here. Okay. I saw another one. Did you see more before this one, Pedro?
Which one?
There was one from Creative Clicks again.
The one. Which figures are we looking that we weren't before because of the rooks?
No, not that one. Okay, so he asked. So he took our idea with his Mixie-Pidlick team and Sabretooth team. He added Black Panther and Clarion to it for a 300-point team. Does he think that's a good team together?
I think it goes well. Again, you got very offensive team, aggressive team. You have your outwits. If you're gonna be going for the gold. I personally do enjoy someone with a higher defensive or reducer, but I think it's gonna do fine. Again, you just have to. I'm the only things I'm missing there. It's a TK or a carry, because you're still gonna be dependent. Granted that Clarion can go there and do the alpha strike, but then you have a lonely guy there to be. It's not very good. People are gonna close him and kill people, especially if they have poison for Tico. But it's a good team. I think it's just a bit aggressive. So if you play aggressive and you run down the other team quickly, you make good use of it. Don't wait for people to get to you, because you're not a reactive team. You are the alpha striker.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think we all agree that team with the Wildcat and Sabretooth Wild Child, Clarion the Witch Boy,
Yep.
and Tico for super blade, super aggressive and prob, so you can hopefully hit those attacks and just kill something. And then you're also playing Mixies, who has the dice control prob to even make sure your dice even more so hits. And then you're playing Outwit, so you have the Outwit on your team to get rid of any shape change, super senses. The super sense was a big deal, remember, guys? And so having that option to say, oh, super sense is gone, you now have such a high chance of just killing a figure with your whole team. So, next question we have from Chris Crilly, a big old fan for the show. We'd love to have him on sometimes. Hopefully he can get on that Patreon someday and join us, because he's a super cool guy. So he says, now that rotation has passed, and with the new rules coming, what figures have you come across that you wouldn't have before? For example, with Avengers versus Defenders, I'm looking at the chases from Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. The Sky Cycle and the Cap Cycle. Also, the Hulk giving friendly characters outwit. So, are there any characters you guys have looked at now differently because we're now in rotation and the new rules upcoming? George, you're first.
I haven't really looked at any of the characters, but I think what could kind of either help or hurt now with the new rules coming out is, being able to super sense out precision strike, and you have to try at least roll a 6 to evade that precision strike. But before, precision strike just went straight through. So that can either be good for your team or be bad. And the reason I bring that up is because Earth, is being a huge Spider-Man fan, most every Spider-Man I think made, one form or another, has super senses. So whether it be traded, given, or whatever, but try to roll for a 6 for that super senses. It's not impossible. It's just going to make it harder.
I do like super senses change. I like that you actually have a chance to roll out. Pedro, anything you've been looking at that in different light?
Yeah, a lot, but I'm just gonna say my top pick, the Chief, super rare
Yeah.
from this guy. Prepare to meet him. It's gonna see him a lot.
Good choice.
Yep.
Good choice.
Another awesome one that everybody's using already because it's so good, especially when leadership kicks in and Superman enemy team will be the General Lane. General Lane and the Chief are gonna be
Oh,
the
yeah.
super rock
Yeah.
stars of the new
Yeah.
rules. Easy for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Yeah, I think he's got good points with Chief. General Lane. I think I'm gonna name 2 of them. I think Prize, so Civil War organized play last year, Prize Punisher. I'll be in there. Just sneak him into the other opponent's starting area, and then he can outwit from anywhere on the map.
Yes, that's awesome. The stealth suit Punisher.
Stealth suit ignores
Yep.
everything. He's gonna be good.
Yep.
And he's not a lot of points. He's gonna be good. I think new rule Nazir Malah and Brain.
Monster Mala.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I think I overlook him a lot, and I do want to play him. Well, I've played him when I first got that set a lot. I played him a few times, and then I've never played him since. But I think what Brain has outwit, right? I think Brain has the outwit when he drops it, and then I think that's gonna be kind of nice. Yep. Oh, and then like you were saying, that Riddler is gonna be so good.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Another can use to the roster of can use people.
Yeah, that not being outwit is really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One figure that thank God is rotating out would be the Casey Flash. Can you imagine the Casey Flash attacking with the new outfit?
Yeah,
and being unoutwitable, that guy would be even worse than he already is.
indeed.
I'm sure Colin's going to be crying a little bit.
Oh, you know what this means, guys? This means in the next year or 2 we're gonna have another Flash set because the show is still super popular.
Yes.
And it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be lower point Flash pieces, and hopefully they can bring back that awesome Speed Force trait they had. 'Cause I loved proactively using Flash to build those up. That was just fun to me.
That was really well thought. I agree completely.
Yeah, or have like a shifting focus Flash would be kind of cool. That'd be like out of the Speed Force, like switch them out.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
Wally West and Barry Allen, and yeah, that'd be actually kind of cool.
I haven't thought a ton on new figures yet as far as like looking back. I do want to play more of the Namor from Civil War just because I got those new Atlantis figures and there's a new Wakanda map that has water on it in Modern. I wish they would once again make a giant water map. Not full, like everything has to be water like Atlantis was, but enough water that you could tell I'm coming like from the ocean. Like even a beach, like just like where, one side is completely water, or maybe both sides and it's like a sandbar. That'd be kind of cool in the middle. That'd be kind of neato.
The Avengers versus X-Men maps kind of like that.
Kind of. They have the like huge like watery beach right here, and then sand and a tower. Kind of like that, but I want I want both teams to be able to have the water if they want it. So I mean, something like that would probably be fine. But I over want sometimes. Okay, so a few more questions. We gotta wrap it up soon. It's getting late. Heroclix has 3 more quick questions, guys. Let's try and burn through these quick so we can go.
Sure.
But I love answering questions for the fans because they are our favorite people. So he asks, question: what are your guys' favorite superheroes and villains? I'm gonna go first. Superheroes, Batman, Spider-Man. Pretty easy. They are mainstream, I know, but gosh, I feel I relate to them a lot. My favorite villains, Venom, obviously, and then DC one. If I had to pick, oh, DC's hard. There's so many good ones. Black Adam, all day. Black Adam a lot. George.
Marvel wise, you know, I'm a huge Gambit fan, so I'd have to go with Gambit on that one.
Okay.
And possibly Rogue, because I love the couple. As far as villains go, I'd have to go with Apocalypse. You know, because he's just nasty in some ways. DC wise, I really don't have a favorite hero, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Batman, just because I grew up watching a lot of Batman. Villain wise, Joker.
Yeah.
Yep. That's fair.
And possibly Riddler.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Marvel would go Colossus. I'm a big Colossus fan, and to
Okay.
keep it in the same universe, Magneto. I still think he's for everything. The depth. Although honor mention should be done to Doctor Doom, because I think Doctor Doom is class. I will put in a different category or concur the classic old school old G style Doctor Doom, but Magneto for this answer. And DC I would go Green Lantern. I'm a big fan of Green Lantern for sure. And on the villain side for DC, I would have to go iconic as well. I like the Joker, but just to say something different, Darkseid, because Darkseid is Darkseid. Come on, you cannot not mention him.
Brandon, real quick, what do you got?
That's tough. Man, I'd have to go Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, my favorite superhero.
Okay.
I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. Favorite villains, Doctor Doom. All day, every day. Magneto is very close right there. And I love the X-Men universe so much because I think there's so many great villains in there. Just like I like Spider-Man because there's so many great villains in there. Just like I like Batman, there's so many great villains in there. DC, I mean, I'm a huge Lantern guy. I love Green Lantern a lot. So I'm with Pedro on that. I love Green Lantern.
No Flash fans in here. That's crazy.
No, I'm not a huge Flash fan.
He would.
Yep.
Villain in DC. Oh man, that's tough. There's a lot.
I mean, it's got to be Deathstroke, right? For you, easy.
Deathstroke. No, I think I do like Grodd a lot. I like Grodd a lot.
Grodd's a good one.
Grodd's fun.
Cool.
Brandon, which Green Lantern? Do you have a favorite one, like Alan Scott, Hal Jordan?
Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan. Yep.
Yeah.
Old school. The only.
Only. All right. Then he asks, what are your guys' favorite damage, attack, speed, and defense powers? Okay. So mine have always been Running Shot, Pensai, Impervious, and Outwit are my favorite 3. George. Wait on you, George.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. My kind of cut out on my end.
Speed, attack, defense, and damage power preferred ones. Which ones are
your favorite ones?
I'd have to say Pensai for attack. Movement, it's hard to say. I mean, there's too many good ones. Hypersonic's a good one. Running Shot, probably maybe Running Shot for that one. Pensai. Damage, defense, probably Invincible because it takes some time to get through that one.
Okay.
And then probably probability for damage.
It's up there.
Yeah, probs is up there. Pedro.
I should have asked on one character.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer old rules. I'm not gonna do the old rules and the new rules. So old rules: hypersonic, pulse wave, invincible, and probability control.
Okay, Brandon.
I think I had to say stealth.
Okay.
Precision strike. Invincible, and range combat expert.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. All right. Then, if each of you could choose your favorite Clicks figure, what would it be? Mine, for several years I played this game, my favorite figure was the Green Lantern Batman, just because of the way it looked.
Yeah.
It's a cool Batman.
Just those green bats overhead, and just the way he was up there, and it was just the coolest sculpt. But now, modern age, I love the Green Lantern, KC Green Lantern. I just love the way he's in that chair.
He looks
That
cool. He
emerald
looks mean
chair.
and evil.
Oh, just 20 defensive, like, you can't get me from, the space. So great.
Eric's like, my dice rolls may be bad, but hit a 20.
Hit a 20, yep. See if I get unlucky. And I have that KC Super Senses, so best of luck to you, sir.
Yep.
No, I know. That's probably my favorite figure. I do like Hand Sense Spidey. He's close second, but just as far as the model-wise, that KC Green Lantern is just cool looking. George.
Probably the old school Con Apocalypse, where it's got like the two different versions of him. One was like a Toys R Us special, one's like a
Yep.
Con one. It's got Cyclops and Jean Grey just wreaking havoc. I'd have to say with that one. Modern, I don't know if I have a favorite Heroclix for modern age yet.
Nah, that's okay. There's plenty of modern to go around.
Yeah,
Pedro.
It's hard to think of it.
Yep. Golden. I'm gonna, like you said, for the sculpt, I'm gonna go the Black Adam from George Masu. That one is so cool looking. I have it
That's
here.
a good
It's
one.
so cool. It's even good to play actually, but it's so cool. For the new one, I'm gonna pick a different one. I'm not gonna go Colossus, but I'm gonna get I would pick the Magneto, the Chase Magneto from UXM. He's super strong. I think that's one of the figures that plays like the character. He represents the threat. He can just gonna bombard you with blocking terrain. He just destroyed the scrap metal that he just destroyed. He hits hard. He has leadership. I think it's a great representation of the real threat a real super powerful villain can be on the board.
Such a beautiful sculpt.
Exactly. It has everything.
It's the best Magneto sculpt ever.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, and what is your favorite Clicks ever?
So favorite all time, which is Golden Age, is gonna be Iron Doom.
Yes.
I think he's just a beast. Since favorite villain, one of my favorite pieces I ever play. He's wreck shop with him all the time. Loved it. Favorite modern. Oh man, he stole it from me though. Yeah, dude, that Iron Doom is
It looks really beautiful.
That's the last Doom we've had.
Awesome.
Yep.
So
I think
awesome.
I traded mine away. I kind of missed him.
Oh man, favorite modern piece. I like Krang. I don't know why. I just like that sculpt. I like his power. Like I think
It's nostalgia. We get it.
I do like Krang. I like having the turtles now, and I love that Krang. I think the sculpt looks good. I think his power is very representative of who Krang is.
Yes.
Which is nice.
All right. So, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Okay, so we have one last thing we got to cover. I totally blew past it in the show notes. It's supposed to be part of our little discussion, but I'm glad Paige was here for it. So, George has been liking these little key phrases or jargon we use at the shop for certain actions that happen, okay? So, one of the most popular ones, we probably didn't come up with it, but it's been a big joke at our shop. It's called table prob, where you roll your dice and you carelessly across the table, and they flew off the table. You go, table prob. So it's like a free prop to roll your dice because you didn't land on the table on even heads. So that's one of ours to come up with. And then with new battle boxes, we guys may have heard the new phrase, box prob.
Box prob, yeah.
So you have to roll it in the dice box. And there's more. Like there's more generic jargon words too. Like I've watched was it? I think it's what's that podcast called? I'll think of it. Dial H for Heroclix. You guys heard of them? Any of you guys?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. They're really laid back podcast. Yep. They're pretty funny guys. I've listened to them for a long time. One of the new guys, he was like probs. Probs is his term. Like Probs? Why probs? I never said in my life. Uh,
Yeah,
he'll use
I heard that
probs.
episode. It's a
Yeah,
single
that one,
prob. You
right?
don't prob twice, and it's a single row. Why is it probs?
Probs. And so like that's a fun jargon term I had never heard before. But so this would be kind of a question for the guys here and a question for you guys who made it to the end of this video. Please comment if you get to this part. What are some local venue key terms or jargon words for clicks you guys use that are kind of like that are like little just significant of actions, significant of powers, or whatever happens in your shop? Um, Pedro, are there any words like that at your shop you guys use, or key phrases, key terms, even in different languages maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, now there is a particular. It doesn't translate to jargon, but that's a very famous. Brazil is very famous for its soap operas, and there's a
Oh.
very famous. I swear to God, and there's a very famous soap opera here scene, in which a very famous actress is having a hissy fit with her boyfriend, and then she just turns up to him and say, I do all this stuff because I'm rich, but she yells in a very specific manner, in a very high pitched tone, and it's so iconic that every time someone is going to the table and they pull out a Jaquin with a Venom pool, or something,
Oh.
everybody say, what, I'm playing this team because I'm rich. It's like big slapping the
I'm
wallet
rich.
on the table, and it's so it translates into this particular scene as saying, my friend, you are overspending here to play. So that's usually the jargon at
Oh,
the
Let's
venue.
see.
okay.
I just
All
I
right.
just imagine Chappelle and as his Rick James, like, I'm rich.
Exactly.
So that was always like Mike Jones
Like my
for us, or Rick
Heroclix
Jones.
team.
That's awesome. Thanks, Pedro. Brandon, do you have any like, terms like that at your venue that kind of go off that are
Yeah,
significant to hero clicks in a way?
for our I think I got it a lot from Alex and James at our stores, and I think I hear a lot of people doing it. We refer to like shape change and super sense rolls as like being a ninja. So like,
Ah.
let's see if he's a
Nice.
ninja. Totally a ninja or not a ninja kind of
Let's
thing,
see the ninja. That's great.
What's the other one? Yeah, probably just the ninja. There's another one. There's another one we use a lot. I just can't think of it right now. It's
Yeah,
like one of
see, and
those. It just happens in the moment. You're like,
it
and
just
you don't think about
happens,
it.
and I'm
Yeah.
sure we have more. I'm sure we have more.
Oh yeah,
George,
and then we would do the not a leader thing. Like whoever's not a leader, I'm like, nope, not a leader.
Yeah,
not a leader.
that's exactly.
No, ours is like you suck as a leader, so and so.
I thought the one Eric would bring would be the power of dupe compels you. I thought that one
Yeah. Oh,
that
there you go.
one
That's
was
Brandon's. The
exactly.
power of
Yeah.
dupe
I
compels
haven't
you.
had a chance to play Dupe enough lately to really
Oh,
get that going.
but you have to. Every time you
The
play dupe,
power
any
of
one
Dupe
of us has to say,
compels you.
if you use his power, the power of dupe compels you, and that's just
Yes,
what's gonna happen. It's gonna be great.
it's gonna
So
be
guys,
awesome.
that's just some of our fun little clicks, jargon, and or key phrases that come up at our clicks games. We'd love to hear about your guys's in the comment section after the video is released, that kind of stuff. But yeah, we have one last question real quick. Oh, Creative Clicks, you have such good questions. We appreciate you. Do any of you guys have channels? And if so, what are they called? Heck yes! The Alpha Strike right here. No, obviously you guys are here. But Pedro has an amazing Heroclix channel. Go ahead and Pedro, give yourself some love.
No, it's basically I don't have anything. I'm not rich, but I do have one channel with Thiago, which is the HeroClix Brazil channel, and the Facebook page where we try to bring as much spoilers as we can and new stuff and discuss. We're trying to see a way to put some subtitles there because it is mainly in Portuguese, but there's a lot of material there is to pick up people into the game because we're lagging because we don't have a WizKids distribution in the country, but we try to keep half meta, half gateway into the game for the teams. And I also help Tom, and we help each other with the Married with Clicks community channel by doing games ourselves and trying to bring people in. Erx is invited. We're going to eventually get him in. So we had,
Yes, I can't wait.
Exactly, Aaron Cantu been there, David Paul Gossman, and so many others. So, and it's amazing because we thought it was for fun because we're trying to convince Jason to play, and he allowed us to do it. And then we offered for other people to participate. Everybody in the community, all the rock stars wanted to join in, and we said, "Great, come on, let's by all means." So, I tried. We were supposed to have a game yesterday, but my new computer was acting up. But we will next week for sure, and hopefully we'll see Eric's there and other people. But those are the two main places I get my addiction on Heroclix sedated.
Well, I will let you know, Pedro. So next week is a special, we'll say, anniversary with a certain someone in my life, and they may or may not let me go on the computer around that time because those significant others, they like attention.
And
But
Happy wife, happy life.
yeah, exactly. So
Most
we'll see.
important learning of all.
Fuzzy had a good one for the jargon. He says, when we roll, we tell like we are on Family Feud and say, show me potato salad. I could see that being a fun little thing for sure. But yeah, guys, it's been awesome. Holy crap, this has been a show. We kind of went up and down as far as like topics and questions, and you guys in the comments have been so grateful, and we're so oh man, thank you for watching us, putting up with our silly shenanigans and our laughs and jokes. And what should be funny for me? I think I just lost George. I think his phone just died. So
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm pretty close.
he's
He's back.
Hi George. We lost you for a second there, buddy.
Love the name on the Google Hangout, by the way. Just saw it now.
So decided to have a meltdown and.
It's okay. But we're going to end our show, guys. Thank you for watching. Please comment below if you got to the end of this video with your answer to any jargon you guys have at your shops. And just love to, know what you guys think of that stuff. And your thoughts on the Wonder Woman set and the Wonder Woman movie. No spoilers. Just, your rating out of 10, how good it was, because I'm really excited to go see that soon. But that has been us. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Remember,
Strike first.
And strike hard.
bye, guys. See you next time.